Well, the print directions have a lot of tips for searching. There are a few things that this video will show you that make it a little bit easier to understand. The first is that this bar up here is the address bar. You'll notice if I'm on YouTube, YouTube comes up here, but it's also a search bar in Chrome. So Chrome calls it the Omni box, the all-knowing box. But I can type anything that I want to search for in here. So if I search for Cleveland Indians, it will automatically take me to that page searched. And you notice how then it copies it down here, and I can search further from here. One thing I do want to talk about is the images. So talking about copyright is a big deal in talking about especially copywriting of images. And we actually have a way that you can search. So if you're in images and you click settings, and I click, oops, wrong thing. There we go. Not settings, I click tools. Under tools, then you can see where I can change to the size of the picture. I can change the overall color scheme of the picture if I only want pictures with a more red color scheme. Usage rights will then allow you to search for different types of usage. So if you're talking with students about which ones that they can use, you would want labeled for reuse or labeled for non-commercial reuse with modification, labeled for reuse with modification. So these two would mean that you would need to modify the photo in some form before publishing it. This labeled for reuse means that I can use this in anything and I will not be violating copyright. The same thing with the labeled for non-commercial reuse, because we're not selling this because it's an educational thing. We can use the images that come up that way. The other couple of things to know is there's a couple of different types of images that you might search for. So if I search for Cleveland Indians GIF or GIF, that is the pictures that move. You'll see them, the move. It's usually a 1 or 2 second on a replay. So if I am looking to see if any of these are actually, up to not unfiltered. So usually when I click on this, you'll see it start dancing. That is a GIF or a GIF, GIF. If I want picture with a background taken out of it, I'm looking for the checkered, but not the checkered in the print here. I actually tap on this, and if I see checkers show up in the background, I can see that all of this background will not exist when I copy this image. So a PNG or PNG will allow you to get an image with transparent background. JPEG, regular, probably one of your most popular stock photos. So JPEG, PNG, GIF, and then the other one I sometimes like to search for is I have the students put clip art after it, because then I get things that are more cartoony in that form, as opposed to, so if I search for trees, get pictures of actual trees. If I change it to tree clip art, now I'm getting images, and I'm still on red, which is why I'm coming up with red. So I'm going to go back to any color, and you'll see now I get mostly green clip art trees. So just a couple of quick search pointers. And when you're talking with students, begin to have those conversations about how you don't need to type in, I want a picture of a green tree. In fact, I get less information there. I'm now getting green tree frogs. So I would just want to stay green tree. Click images. There's all my green trees. So working with students to search for keywords as opposed to searching for a whole question. You can also put quotation marks around something. So let's say I'm talking about the book Smoky Night. So if I just put in Smoky Night, I actually do come up with the book I was looking for, but I might not come up with exactly what I am looking for. If I put quotation marks around it, then it's not just searching for the word smoky and the word night. It is now searching for the word smoky night together. So that makes your search a little bit more accurate as well.